Day lunchtime, 12 o'clock, 18 degrees downtown. Doesn't matter. I've already won the weather competition thing. The see Wolfe Milestone is showing us his CD and his cover and everything back to the country, which we're going to be firing off with. But first of all, let me do this.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, so very, very happy to have everybody joining us this morning. And believe me, if you're a first-time viewer, listener, hold on, let me do that. There we go, move that over there. Welcome, nice to have you on board. Believe me, why don't you sub, thumb, bell, sub, thumb, bell, bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like today's feature artist. Yes, we're talking to Wolfe Milestone coming out of Ontario. Sub, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it the noise here at Galaxy. We really, really do, because it's growing exponentially every day. It's getting louder and louder. And today, would you believe, Wolfe Milestone, he has been a fan of ours for, well, some time. I've got to be honest with you. It's notable. We've been watching this literally, and from time to time, we like to know a little bit more about our fans that watch all of our lives and everything like this. So, well, what do you know? Our research team went in, had a little chat, found out who Wolfe Milestone is, and what do you know? He's a Hall of Famer. I'll tell you more about that very, very shortly. Artist, absolute artist. And, well, he was showing us the cover of his brand spanking new CD, Back to the Country. So, let's go with the title track. Here is Wolfe Milestone on Galaxy and Back to the Country. So that gives us a couple of minutes to get to know each other. How are we going?
Doing very well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
No, not a problem, Wolfe. It really isn't. Michelle Lee's joining us now. Hello, the Queen of Country Music here at Galaxy is gracing us with her... Hello, and love to Roger, give him a poke in the eye for me. Lee Newton also. Hello, Lee, nice to have you. We almost got an interview from you, and we'd love still to be able to do it. Troy Q. Tipton, brother man, how are you, my friend? Nice to have you on board. Michelle's sending us a love heart, and hi, you all. Love you guys, well, we love you right back, Michelle. Believe me, 13-time Josie Award winner is Michelle Lee.
She is very good. Like she's really number one.
Yes, she is. Yeah, well, that's why we call her the Queen of Country Music here at Galaxy, because believe me, I mean, 13 awards. I haven't had 13 awards for anything. Ever. In fact, I think I've only ever had about 1 or 2 awards in my lifetime, so... she beats me hands down. Michelle says, hello, Barbara.
Are you guys near Napier, New Zealand?
We're in Kawerau on the Bay of Plenty, which is the east side of the North Island. Nowhere near Napier.
I have a cousin who lives in Napier.
Napier,
okay. That's okay. We won't hold that against him. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today absolutely elated because, well, we're talking to Wolfe Milestone. He's coming out of Brampton in Ontario, and, well, he's been a big fan. He's been actually following us for a number of years. Now, we wanted to know more. Literally, we see him so many times coming up on these interviews, especially Michelle Lee saying, hush it, I want to hear Wolf. Okay. Wolf, welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you so much. I've really, really waited for this opportunity.
Now, I got to apologise. We were supposed to do this, I think, last week, but we had a few technical issues, so I got to apologise for that. I'm sure you can understand about technology these days. It just gets so very, very complicated. I have people do it for me, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And my grandson says, Granddad, why didn't you come and talk to me? He's 9, would you believe, and solves almost all of my technical issues. Even my IT guy, you know, takes advice from him. So, you know, it's good that we got an up-and-coming generation of techos coming, literally. Wolfe Milestone, now, you've been following us for a long time, my friend. It really has been a pleasure. And we thought, you know, there's only one way to be able to thank a long-standing member of Galaxy's family is to get to know them. So, Wolf, unbeknownst to me, you're an artist. I had no idea. I really just see the names coming up. Some I know, some I don't know. But believe me, there's a millennia of names that come up through these interviews. And yours is consistent. And I was talking to Barbara, and we actually spoke to the board, and we, you know, I think it's time that we did a thank you to one of our fans that comes up all the time. And everybody instantly went, Wolfe Milestone. Now,
Wow.
They did, because believe me, everybody knows your name, literally. Now, we know that you've been on a number of other shows and done a number of other things. Believe me, there's Mr. Mac is a very, very close friend of ours as well. I know that you've been on, is it?
Jerry Mac.
Jerry Mac's show. Jerry
Yes.
Mac. Jerry Mac. Yeah, he's a good friend of ours as well. So we thought it would be remiss of us if we pass this opportunity. So thank you so much for joining us here at Galaxy.
Yes, thank you.
Now, we opened up the show with Back to the Country. This is the title track of your CD right now. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, there it is again. It all started off as like an idea, and then one night my wife and I were sitting, you know, watching the TV, and I said to her, listen to the sirens out there. Like it's just every 5-10 minutes you hear the sirens, and I go, God, we should go back to the country, you know. And I started writing the song, Take Me Back to the Country, where the screaming sirens and the bright lights are just too much.
You know, well, I actually get that. I really, really do. Now, 90% of our staff here are from our biggest city, which is Auckland. And believe me, I've done my tenure in that city. We actually moved now. We're in a little town, 4,000 to 7,000 people in between 3 major cities. It's a little milling town, and we've reached everywhere in the world, literally, because the staff that we brought with us literally worked their tushes off, and we're all single-minded about one goal, and that is world domination. I've got to be honest with you. And somebody said to me the other day, you know, world domination goes from door to door. I says, no. You're thinking too small. It goes from country to country. Literally. And we're moving into another country this year too, by the way. We're going to Papua New Guinea, setting up a number of radio stations over there. So believe me, he was rather fascinated when I says, no, door to door was about, 8 years ago when we first started going, we'll do this door to door. Now it's country to country, and we've got a number of countries, all governments and everything, putting their hand up and going, we want a Galaxy radio station over there. So believe me, it's an expansion plan. Wolf, got to congratulate you about Back to the Country. Now, at the same time, Shona, coming out of North Carolina, she's asking, Wolf, how do I get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Yes, I do. I answer every email. I'm on Facebook. My email or my website is www.wolfemilestone.com. And it's Wolf with an E, because without the E, I'm an animal.
Well, this is true too. But I was almost about to call you Wolfie when I first saw the name with the E on the end, but that would just be a catchphrase. It really would. Now, having said that, my friend, how do we get, are you on, well, we did the Facebook thing, but are you on the interwebby thing? Do you have a merch store? Can we go and buy product?
Say that again, please.
Do you have a merch store where we can go online and buy product?
Oh, yeah, you can get it through my website.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah. My website,
yeah.
www.wolfemilestone.com.
Thank you very much, believe me.
Yes.
Now, let me just go through this. Cheryl Schofield is joining us. Nice to have you back, Cheryl, it really is. Robert Labrie is joining us. Stephen John Ireland is back again. Nice to have you back, my friend, it really is. And Peter Losoya is joining us as well. Now, Wolf, you're a legend in the game, and you've been doing this forever. I know that your mother used to play the piano. What made you pick up the guitar over playing the piano?
Well, as a kid growing up, this is not cliche. It's the truth. Like my mother played the piano, and then I was as a young child growing up, I sang in the school choir and the church choir, and I just kind of ventured up to more in-depth music, and I wanted to try the guitar. So one of my friends in the church group had a guitar, and he showed me a couple of chords, and I took it from there. I was bound and determined. I was going to learn to play the guitar, which I did.
You know, that's fantastic. My mother used to actually play the piano back in the day for the old movie theatres when they used to have the silent movie. I'm not kidding. She really, really did. She played for the silent movies in the piano, and my first instrument was a saxophone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't play the piano at all. In the end, I did. I got to be honest with you. I was a roadie for many, many years for a number of bands, toured around the world, so I picked up how to play a lot of instruments, even the triangle, literally. But, oh no, I'm not kidding. Literally, I actually played for the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra when I was very, very young. I had some friends that were master musicians that played for this particular orchestra, and somebody couldn't make it. I got a phone call literally from one of my mates going, do you want to step in? I went, yeah, sure, I can pretty much play anything. I'm thinking guitar, piano, whatever. I can play that. That's no worries. Right? I get there, told I had to come in a penguin suit, the whole deal. You had to plush it up, and when I got there, they guided me to the very, very left-hand side of the stage to my little chair there, and sitting on there was, and I kid you not, sitting on there, because I was told my instrument is waiting for me, was a triangle.
Wow.
That's what I said too. And the conductor says to me, I'll give you your cue, right? Sat through the whole performance, 2.5 hours, only to get, and I'm about ready to nod off now. I've completely lost the plot now, you know what I mean? And I get this look and a point, and they go, bing, and the crowd erupt. The crowd just went nuts, like, yay! Believe me, but I have played for the Symphony Orchestra, and it counts. All one ping of it. It does count.
So you're an established musician. That's good.
Well, I can't really call myself that, but okay, I'll take it. Literally. I'm more of an engineer. Look, I've been a sound engineer, both recording and front of house for about, almost 40 years, I've got to be honest with you. DJ for about the same time, playing the triangle, I'm an accomplished cowbell player as well, but most drummers don't like that idea. They like to be able to do it themselves, you know what I mean?
Well, you're one of the best.
Oh, we're frozen up. I tell you what, let's go back to the airways and do Wolfe Milestone, Bottle on the Bar. We may have to call him back.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Dear. I'm thinking about the house.
Uh-uh.
Gosh. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to have to turn myself on. Alright. So that means I'm going to have to take some music.
Okay, so what I'll do, everybody, we have to do a part 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this, unfortunately.
No, we're going to have to do a part 2. I don't know what's happened. Could be us, our internet, or his. We've lost anyway, so sorry about this.
Completely
Love
froze
you.
up. That was weird. Apologise. This is part 2 to the Wolfe Milestone story, becoming a saga actually. The technical issues, believe me, internet problems, not our fault, but we will take the blame literally. So I do apologise to everybody around the world that are watching these interviews this morning. Now, believe me, and let me reiterate to everybody, Wolfe Milestone has been following us now for a number of years, literally, and we wanted to say thank you to a fan, so we reached out. Now, unbeknown to us, Wolfe Milestone, not only being an artist, is a member of the Hall of Fame. Literally, he is, and I'm going to cover that very, very shortly. But just this weekend, now, Wolf, you were at the Breezeway Independent Country Music Awards, and you picked up an award. Tell me about this.
Well, I was a presenter. I was nominated for a Lifetime Achievement Award, but I came in second, but that's okay. To me, I still feel I won.
Yeah, I get that. Believe me, even if I was in the room, I would feel I'd won because I've never really won an award in my life. I really, really haven't. But I get that. You know, normally I'm the presenter as well, so I can understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
Literally. But nice to see that you're active in the award systems themselves. Now, we were discussing the Josie Awards. Of course, Michelle Lee, you've been friends with her now for a good 10 years. That's phenomenal. She's an absolute superstar here at Galaxy. We love Michelle Lee. We really do. And,
definitely. And with our good friend Leon John Rock, or John Cock, he's one of our #1 promoters. He's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Roger, Michelle's husband, as well. She's got to be the artist with the most cats that I've ever known here at Galaxy. Literally, she's got a huge amount of cats. So, she loves pussycats. Absolutely understand that. Me, myself, I'm a dog kind of guy. I got a couple of those instead. Alice Walker is back with us. Nice to have you on board, Alice. It really, really is. Now, Wolf, while we were away, we managed to scotty in there, Bottle on the Bar. Now, tell me about this track.
Okay, well, it's funny because one of my gigs, I was playing at this bar, and when I came off stage, I went to go get some more water, and I heard this guy talking to his bottle of beer, and he kept saying, you're the only friend I have, and I'm thinking to myself, there's a song in there somewhere, and I wrote that song, The Bottle on the Bar is the only friend I had.
That's kind of sad, though, isn't it?
Well, it was. And I kind of took everything that he was telling me, and I put it into the song, because I remembered everything that he was telling me, and I didn't actually thank him, because I never seen him again in my life.
I get that. I really do. Believe me, there's been some weird things that I've always thought there was a song in there somewhere as well. Got to be straight up with you. Now, 2004, you were inducted into the America's Old-Time Country Music Hall of Fame. What was that like?
I got to tell you, that was one of the biggest milestones in my life, quote, quote, to receive such an honor and to be associated with the other nominees and the other Hall of Famers down there. It was just like a movie, like they picked me up at the airport, I got the room, and like I'm a Hall of Famer, like I'm going, wow. And at that time, my parents were both still alive, which was really good. That was more rewarding to me than anything in my life at that time, because my parents were still alive, and I said, Mom and Dad, look at this, like, your son is a Hall of Famer. And they were so, ecstatic about it. And from that time on, I was really appreciated by a lot of people, a lot of disc jockeys, a lot of programmers, media people. It really opened a lot of doors for me.
You know, I'm absolutely fascinated. I really, really am. And such a worthy career to be able to be a Hall of Famer as well. I've got to be honest. Going to the country, tell me about this track. Believe me, I love this track. It was actually the very first Wolfe Milestone track that I ever heard. So tell me all about it.
Well, that's another story. Going back to the country, just something about people, looking for things in life that were good. And the only time you could find something like that was going back to the country. And that's always been in my mind. And I've always loved the country. I was born and raised in Holland, Ontario, Canada, where I was born and raised in the country. And it's been something in the back of my mind that's always been about going back to the country. That's how that came up.
You know, absolutely love it. I've got to let you know too, by the way, 1,271 requests since we've been playing Wolfe Milestone music here at Galaxy. It is picking up momentum. So here, and we call it traditional country, we do, is Wolfe Milestone and Going to the Country.
I'm going to the country.
How you feeling, Wolf? You okay?
Oh yeah, this is awesome. I'm ecstatic. I'm just so happy.
You don't need a psychiatrist or anything. We do have one on hand if you do.
No, everything's cool.
She comes from New Jersey and she makes Skype calls, literally. Got to be honest, she's also a wicked artist. She really is a great artist. And I says to her name is Randy, I says, Randy, you come from Jersey. And she goes, Grant, you could drive cabs here. It's like, thanks.
Yeah?
Jersey. Oh, thanks.
What's that keeps floating in front of the screen here?
I'm not sure. What keeps floating in front of the screen?
Looks like somebody's got something on a stick.
Oh, right. Now, do you remember Darth Vader from Star Wars?
Yeah.
You remember that sword thing that he had? Well, this is Barbara, and
Filming.
it's her camera that she's filming me with, right? But you've got to move quickly, or otherwise it'll be like that sword thing. You'll lose an object.
It won't be on the film.
It's a hard hit area, I tell you. Sharon Marie White is joining us. Nice to have Sharon. Alice Walker, congratulations. That's a big honour. Oh, okay. Sharon Marie White says, hi, Wolf, Grant and Barbara. So,
Oh, wow.
she's a wonderful artist. If you've never heard of Sharon Marie White before.
Oh, yes, sure have.
Yep. Absolutely. And she's a Galaxy artist, part of the family as well. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely lady. She really, really has got a lot of time for Sharon Marie White. Can we employ some air conditioning here, please? Some Kiwi air conditioning? In other words, open the bloody window. That's air conditioning. Let's go back to the desk.
To the country one more time. I'm going to the country one more time.
Well, it wouldn't be Galaxy if something didn't go wrong sooner or later, somewhere, somehow, right? Yeah, absolutely. We're staying true to form. Absolutely, we are. Today, we're talking to Wolfe Milestone, and it is an absolute pleasure to be able to speak not only to Wolfe Milestone as an artist, as a Hall of Famer, but more so as a fan to Galaxy as well. We don't call them fans, we call them part of the noise, and I'm sure he can be noisy at times. You never know. We can figure that one out. Got to give a shout out to his good lady wife that was joining in on the thing right at the very start. What's your wife's name, Wolf?
It's Kathy with a C.
Well, tell her thank you very, very much for being a part of it right there at the very start. I was coming into the room and I saw a little glimpse of her. You're a lucky man. You really, really are a lucky man.
Yes, I am. I'm very lucky.
Now, believe me, having a wife that understands not only being on the road, being an artist and doing all the thing, but supports you doing it, that's a hard woman to find. And God bless each and every one of you ladies that supports your artist, your husband, boyfriend, whatever. Brilliant. Keep that good work up, because believe me, they are creative. Get there.
Well, from the first day we got married up until now, like, you'll always be my bride.
I understand that. Believe me, I do. As I say to you, I've been an engineer now for a number of years, and my wife has tolerated me going around the world with some of the biggest names in the world, and also bringing them. Would you believe I actually brought them home to my house one day, and the wife, I was sitting on the couch, literally gave these guys my address and phone number, everything like that. They said, yep, we were in town, because I knew they were coming, but I never said anything to the wife, right? Literally. And I'm sitting on the couch one day, and there's a knock at the door. The wife goes to the door, answers the door. Here's this artist standing there smiling at her, so she shuts the door and says, no, I think you got the wrong house.
Wow.
She was that shocked. She just, no. No. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah, believe me. And the band cracks up every time we talk about it ever since. His name was Brian too, by the way. And he had a little guy with him called Angus. You may be able to figure it out from there. Yeah. An Australian band. Literally. Now, having said that, Wolf, time and time again. Really? That's habitual if you're doing it time and time again.
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell me about time and time again.
Well, one of my friends, he broke up with his girlfriend, then he got back together, then he broke up again. And I kept thinking, like, time and time again, like, Marcel, how many times you guys are going to do this? And then he says, well, I miss her. Like, I go, well, yeah, I know you miss her, but time and time again? And that's how that came about.
Well, it is habitual then. I've got it right first time. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic track. And I play this in my car. Literally, here is Wolfe Milestone, time and time again. Oh dear. Sharon Marie White says AC/DC. Well, Sharon, you're on the money, honey. You got it right. You're quite right.
Yeah.
Yep. Brian Johnson.
I was going to say it, but I didn't want to do it.
Now, believe me, Brian Johnson, Angus Young turned up at my house, and of course, my wife was one of the biggest fans. She always come to the shows because I'm the engineer when they come to New Zealand, right? And
yes.
Literally. She's one of the biggest fans. And of course, for years they've been saying, well, we're going to just pop around and have a barbie. Throw a few snags on the barbie. And, okay, all right, here's the address, here's the phone number, give us a shout when you're on your way. And they just turned up.
Yeah.
And the wife just went, no. I'm seeing things.
No, we're having takeaways, not a barbecue. I don't have the sausages or the steak.
Well, it's like Muhammad coming down from the mountain, isn't it, When it comes to your house, how does your wife react?
Oh,
Yeah, literally. Not this wife, too, by the way. Yeah.
Listen, I've done a couple of duets now. I got a new singing partner. His name is Bo Haas. Have you heard of Bo Haas?
No, I haven't, but now I'm interested because that means to say, because unfortunately we don't have one with you doing duets, so maybe if you want to send it to us, you might want to come back and we can catch up and do a catch-up interview.
Oh, yes, definitely. Actually, we're going to be... He lives in Seattle, Washington, in the United States.
Okay.
And I'm up here in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. And we hooked up years ago with our good friend Jerry Mack.
Okay.
And Bo said to himself, who is this guy, Wolfe Milestone? Like, what a voice. So he contacted me and we talked about it. So we did a video called The Highwayman. which was done by Willie Nelson,
Yep.
Johnny Cash, stuff, and Willie Nelson, right? So we tried that, and it worked. It went to #1. And since then, we've done numerous duets. The latest one we did was "To All the Girls We Loved Before" by Ray Charles and Willie Nelson, and it also has gone to #1. So I will send that to you in the morning.
Awesome, awesome. Sharon Marie White says, well, that's crazy. That really happened. It really did.
You were mine and I belong to you. Time was blown away and we're living on to islands of regret.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and an absolute pleasure to have Wolfe Milestone joining us today, coming out of Brenton in Ontario in Canada. Now, my on-air producer says, what, no jokes? Wolfe, honestly, no, I'm a stand-up comedian, but these days I sit down and do it, literally. But have you guys over there got a soap called Imperial Leather? Are you familiar with it?
No, not really. We just do our show and hope for the best.
Okay, well, believe me, the soap is actually an English soap, right? And, well, I kind of like Imperial Leather, so I'll use that in the shower and whatever. The other day I was actually going into town to go and meet a friend of mine. Let me get that. Sorry about that, one of these pop-ups come up. And I thought, well, you know, I've been outside working pretty much all day. I must, you know, a bit sweaty, yucky, so I'll go and have a quick shower, get changed into some clean clothes, go and meet my friend downtown. We'll go and have a liquid lunch. And I did that, got into town, and as I'm walking through the courtyards and stuff in town, this little old lady sort of has been staring at me for a little while as I'm coming up, and she sauces up to me and she goes, "Sonny, did you wash your face this morning with Imperial Leather?"
Oh.
And I went, "Yes, I did. How did you know? Can you smell it?" She goes, "No, the stick is stuck to your forehead." True deal. And now my on-air producer's laughing, she's happy as well. Well, that makes it all the better. Where my truck stops. Now, hold on, I've got to ask you, is this a traditional truck or is it a newfangled electric deal?
Is it what?
Is it a newfangled electric deal?
Electric?
Yeah, believe me. New Zealand, would you believe, is going electric. We're doing away with the old petrol vehicle, literally, and we're all going...
Oh, no. It's, at that time, it was gas.
Okay, yeah, well, you know, that's rather weird in its own right, because when you step on the pedal now, do you say give it the gas, or do you say give it a bloody shock?
Give it the gas, yeah.
You would, wouldn't you? You would say give it the gas. But, you know, I've spoken many times over the years to people who are country singers, and I can say, you know, these new electric utilities, utes, trucks, if you want to call it a truck, you know, you can just see the modern day cowboy sitting on his deck crying over his beer or over his whiskey about how his electric truck run away with his wife. Hey, it's going to happen.
No, it didn't material that way.
Look, here's a good one for you, and believe me, Barbara and I have discussed this many times, and a good question for you, Wolfe, is would you ever get in an electric plane?
No.
Why?
Well, because I travel a lot with the band, and we do a lot of long distance, and we go through mountains and everything. I can't take a chance of the car running out of power. No way.
Well, you know, hold on. Let's go way back to the Wright brothers. I mean, everybody's going, I wouldn't do that for quids. Now, look, everybody travels in super planes and everything like that. Technology's gone on. Surely, to goodness, electric planes, yeah, I mean, they've got their techo right up there these days. They're very, very, very smart. I don't think they would put you in a plane that's going to crash, you know, believe me.
Yeah.
Besides, you know, you need more than, 25 metres for the cord, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, power sort of runs out after 25 metres, so, you'd need a lot of these 25 metre bloody power cords to keep you going, wouldn't you? It's just something to think about, but believe me, I'm a pilot. I fly not only fixed wing, but I fly rotor as well. I would absolutely go in an electric plane, believe me. It would be, it's going to be the way of the future.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Literally. So you're going to see modern day cowboys singing about their electric truck running away with their wives and, electric planes falling out of the sky because it flies at night time. That's a whole different deal, isn't it? Where my truck stops. Wolf, tell me about this because I got to be honest with you, this is my favourite Wolfe Milestone track. I love this. Tell me about it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Because it's a true story that happened to me in my life years ago. My first wife and I broke up, and I was feeling down low and everything. And I said to my parents, "I just want to go start a new life somewhere." And my mom said, "Well, where are you going to go?" And I said, "Mom, I don't know. Wherever my truck stops." And I got in my truck and I started driving, and I felt like Forrest Gump. I just kept driving and driving and driving. And as I'm driving on the highway, I'm thinking of this song with the white lines up ahead, the taillights in my mirror, my wheels keep on turning where my truck stops. And I'm going, there's a song in there somewhere. And as I'm driving, I'm writing this down as I'm driving, and how that song came up is a true story.
Absolutely fantastic. And as I said, I do play a couple of your songs in my car, literally, and believe me, I've got a very good stereo in my car. This is my favourite Wolfe Milestone track, where my truck stops here at Galaxy. Absolutely true, Wolf. I do. Honestly, usually the way it goes is that artists submit their music. Barbara sort of works with production. We get about 100 odd artists a day, bands and everything a day wanting interviews and stuff like that. So Barbara has to be mean, real mean sometimes, because there's only a certain amount of times in a week that we can do these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So it goes to production. Then it usually goes to a board between 8 and 12 people, simply because they're worried about our image. You know what I mean? So they vote on it.
Yeah.
Then it comes to me. Barbara gives it to me on a USB device that I play in my car. Now I get no information, don't know who the artist is, don't know what the title of the track is. And the reason two reasons literally I do this is, first reason is I've got to do the interview. So it's the music that bases the merits on whether I'm going to do the interview or not. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If I know nothing about it and just hear the music, then I can make an educated decision whether I want to do the interview. The other reason, now, I've got to be honest with you here, Wolf, nobody else wants to drive with me. Look, Barbara's ex-husband is a car racer. We used to be a car racer back in the day. Her son is a champion New Zealand car racer. Her grandson is a current champion car racer. She won't get in the car with me.
Oh my goodness.
Literally, nobody wants to drive with Grant. He's nuts, apparently.
I got to tell you, years ago, I used to race stock cars myself.
Okay.
And the first year that I raced, I won the Rookie of the Year award because I won 3 main features. And after a while, I wrote this song. It was called "We Sure Miss the Good Times We Had." Good friends in bars in our fast racing cars. We sure miss the good times we had.
Awesome. Wolf, we're going to wrap it up after this. don't go anywhere because we're going to take a couple of photos, bits and pieces. Have you ever been a cartoon before, Wolf?
A cartoon?
Yeah.
No.
No? Well, you're going to be now, unfortunately. Barbara's going to make you into a cartoon. But what she does, because some of the staff are going to rush the monitors and take photos and everything as well, you'll get some backstage stuff, you'll get some Barbara stuff. She's going to put it all together in a big movie for you, and
Oh, wow.
that's a souvenir for you, bro. I got to thank you so much for being a fan and following us for so much. It's been remiss of us that we haven't got together sooner than this. It really has, and I apologise.
Can I send a thank you up to Barbara?
Oh, you can. She's watching right now, actually.
Here, Barbara, get this one. Mwah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, she's blushing.
Thank you.
Country Music Social Media is joining us. Hi from the UK. Guys, you keep that up, please. You guys do such a great job, and I really, really appreciate every bit that you guys do in for the artists and for everybody around the world. Thank you so much. Stay in touch with us. We love your work. Absolutely. 11 seconds, Daddy. Get back. Tight, I'm told. That was tight. Yeah, absolutely. I talk too much. I must admit that. I really, really do. My boss is telling me in the headphones, Grant, you talk too much. You should keep an eye on time. Yes, radio stations are built on time, aren't they? Increments of 30 seconds. Today we're talking to Wolfe Milestone coming out of Brenton in Ontario. Now, Wolf, absolute pleasure to meet you. It really, really is. It's an experience and an absolute love for us to be able to not only talk to artists from around the world, be it indie, be it professional, it doesn't matter, the music makers, and that's where we're at. And not only are you a Hall of Famer, but you're very, very accomplished over the years as an artist. Now, Wolf, will you come back again? Will you release new music with us? Will you introduce new music to us and come back and talk again?
Oh, definitely, 100%. Yes, I will.
Love that. I really, really do. From all of us here at Galaxy Wolf, we all thank you for your participation over the years. Look forward to seeing your name coming up on the screen again in the near future. Look forward to meeting up with you with new music, everything like that. And please pass love on to your wife as well. We appreciate everything you do, Wolf. We really, really do. So thank you so much. And give Mr. Mac a poke in the eye for us as well, and tell him to keep up that good work that he's doing. Believe me, Jerry does a huge, huge job in his own right.
Oh, hang on. Jerry has passed away.
Oh, has he? When?
Yeah, 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was very, very sad. He was like a big brother to me. He really helped me get my music out there. And unfortunately, he passed away 2 months ago.
I'm speechless. Honestly, I have had no idea. Absolutely no idea. So, I mean, the man absolutely did a blinder of a job. And he's got, who's going to fill that gap now? That's a huge, huge hole to fill, to be very, very honest. And, Wolf, my condolences, heartfelt, absolutely shocked right now. Because, believe me, I was a big fan of his as well, but unfortunately I didn't get to see his shows as often as I should, because doing this ourselves takes up a big percentage of your day. So, to the surviving family as well, we send out our condolences, heartfelt. It really, really is. And Jerry Mack will be missed. He really, really will. Having said that, my friend, please hang in there. We're going to do a few backstage things after the interviews and everything like that right now. And Barbara will send you a copy. And all I suggest, literally, is show it to people you don't like.
Who we don't like?
Yeah, absolutely. I tell all the artists, when you get your movie, and your cartoons and everything like that, show it to people you don't like. They go, why? I said, it usually puts a fire under their butt and they get up and going, and before you know it, we're interviewing them as well. It really, it does work that way. It really does. And believe me,
Believe it or not, I'm a social butterfly. I don't have no bones to pick with anybody. I'm everybody's friend.
well, show it to everybody you do like. There's a better idea. In the meantime, Jerry, hang in there, my friend. Let's go out with Tracy Chapman, For My Lover, right here at Galaxy. Have a good day.